Hi fellow enthusiasts, welcome to my channel. Let's go into today's video and we're gonna come back at the end to wrap it up. So today we're gonna see how to use the Nextion editor to control servo motor. First of all, we're gonna set up HMI here. In our design, we're just gonna declare the size, slide size. Let's make it custom. And if you can do pixels, do you have pixels? Alright, I don't see pixels, but we can make a custom. We know we're working on 480 by 272, so we're gonna convert pixels to centimeters, and from pixels, so we're looking 480, so that's 12.7, and then 12.7, then we're doing 272, 12.7 and 7.197. okay, 12.7, 7.197. So we're gonna do custom here. Yeah, we're doing custom already, so we're gonna do 12.7 by 7.197 or 1966. Let's maximize. Okay, and then we're gonna fill this from fill. Let's just take a shape here and just put it here, and then we're gonna fill it. It's already filled, but we can modify it a little bit. Let's see what we have here. Let's try gradients. Alright, and now let's add some other shapes. Maybe we can use this. Really, we just want to make the servo go left to right, so let's put circle in the middle. If we have what we need to put in the middle, let's put some circle in the middle. And we're gonna put arrows by each side, so let's find arrows, so triangles. Let's put triangle here. Then we're going to duplicate that and flip it 90 degrees and just put it on the other side. Really, this is all we need to do. There's nothing fancy here. We just want to yeah, and then probably have a text display somewhere here. Okay, so let's get another shape. This one here, and we can call it the servo angle. Come down a little bit, so we can move this down a little bit. I'm giving room at the top just in case we want to display something, and room at the bottom as well. When we go to the Nextion editor and we want to display something in the middle, at the top, at the or at the bottom, then we can use those spaces. Let's change the color here of this field. Let's make it a little bit lighter, so whatever text we're going to write will be clear there. And I think this is it. It's not anything fancy. Like I said, this is just the center button. We can actually put this in the middle here. Let me see if we can do that. Like so it looks like a game joystick or something like that. When you press this, it goes that way. Press that, it goes the other way. I think it's better than it was. Again, I said it's nothing fancy, but now I'm trying to make it fancy. Okay, so we're gonna create two of this. So duplicate, Control D to duplicate, and then we're just gonna change the color of this. So when you click it, it looks like it was it glows, right? So let's edit this. So format, where is that format? Okay, right click and format shape, and so let's make it glow. And there are some preset glows, so let's try some of them. Okay, right, so let's try the same here. Preset glow. Was it the same one I used over there? No, I didn't use the same. Let's use paint format and just make it the same. The same. Okay. I really don't want to do the middle one. So let's. Okay. Alright. So this is what we want. Maybe we want to change the color a little bit too. So it shows us we've pressed it. Feels solid. Let's change it a little bit when pressed too light. Okay, and then we just take the paint format and transfer the same to the other side. So what's going to happen is when you click it, it's going to glow like this. Alright, we're going to snip the screen. Let's start from right inside, just a little bit inside. Alright. So we're gonna call this Nextion server clicked. And then I'm gonna get the second one, and that one is not clicked. So this is not clicked. So new. It's just gonna be Nextion server clicked. Alright, save, and we're gonna remove the clicked. If you like, you can say unclicked, doesn't matter. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is to go make sure the size and the resolution is compatible with what we're working at. So I'm gonna go in my downloads, Nextion saver. I'm gonna go open this as paint, open with paint so I can resize it, resize pixels. So I'm looking for 480 by 272. Alright, so I'm gonna save it. This is the clicked, so save. Then I'm gonna open the unclicked and do the same thing. Resize pixels. Okay, let's see if the aspect ratio is maintained. Nope, it's a little bit off, so let's just fix that. Alright, and then we'll save. So we can pull this up in the Nextion editor and start the work. Right, so we're gonna click right, left, and then the text will be displayed at the angle. Alright, so I think that's all we need to do here. So let's go to the new project, Nextion server. And then of course we're using the enhanced version, and it is the 4.3. Yeah, and then we're gonna go here, we need it to be 0, and okay. The thing with Nextion Editor is that you have to each time generate your fonts, otherwise everything you write will not show up anywhere. So just give it a name, font 1. Don't really understand why I have to do this all the time, but that's what it is. So just take this to add. Yep, we're gonna add it, and then we're gonna generate another one. Let's get a bigger font just in case we need something bigger. Font 2. Alright, we're gonna add it, and maybe we need another one. Let's do something in between 24. Yeah, let's do that and see. Change the name here from 3. Add. Alright, so we're done here. We're gonna import the image. Alright. We imported both images successfully. So we go here and we're gonna include an image, a picture. In this picture, I'm gonna make it a global variable, and we're gonna browse. And by default, we want this one here. Alright. And then we're gonna need some buttons over here. So button. Alright, so for this button, I'm gonna make it also global, and then I'm gonna crop it so I can see what is behind it. And the first image is gonna be the default one. Then the second image, I'm gonna browse, and I'm gonna use the clicked. So when I click it, I should see the one behind. So I'm just gonna check it quickly. Yeah, 0. I didn't have picture here, so let's put the default one. Alright, so debug. So when I click on it, I can see it's clicked and animated. Alright, so let's go do that for the second button. I'm gonna remove the text on it, and we can just edit the text on it. So this is minus and text. So let's just give it minus sign. And the font, let's see if we can make it a little bit bigger. Font, let's try 1. Okay, I think it's good. How about 2? It's a little bit smaller, let's use 1. And I think that's it. So let's make it line in the middle a little bit. Alright, let's duplicate that. Alright, copy, but I was going for duplicate. Alright, then I'm gonna put it over on this one. Alright, in this we're gonna use a plus sign. So plus minus. I don't think it's looking the greatest. Let's change the color to, let's make it white. So we're just changing the text color. Okay. And debug one more time. Alright, so here If we click, we'll see I think it's really big, the text. But you can play around and do whatever you want to do. So now we're going to send. So when I click on this, when I click on release, so touch release, I want it to send component ID. Likewise here, when I touch and release, I want it to send component ID. So debug. Yeah, we want to see this. Okay, good. So when I touch and release, this will be sent, and then we're going to receive this from the Arduino, and then we're going to use that to perform some functions. If we're going to have these values, as we read these values, then we're going to use it to make to send some commands to the servo motor. Now we just want to put a text field here so we can write to it. So right here, we're going to include a text. We can write this text. Alright, so maximum number of characters, let's just increase it as much as possible. Let's call it 200. Let's see, can you take that? Okay, you can take 200. So whatever we can write there will be there. Text value doesn't really matter, just servo position. I can just say servo position 45 degrees. Well, I think I wrote degrees wrong. Yeah, right. So we'll be writing text there, and then we can write some scrolling text top and bottom, or we can just put another text. Let's duplicate this. Alright, for this we're gonna give it let's make it transparent and maybe change the font size. Let's use 2 over there, and we're gonna check make it global, make it crop. Alright, then we need it in the text color. So when we crop, let's debug and see if there are errors. Okay, there are no errors. So we just have to use the right color, whatever color we want to see there. I think white is good on black, on blue. So let's do that. Alright, we're gonna scroll text at the bottom. So scrolling text. Servo Motor. Alright. Since this allows us to do 250, let's make it 500. Yeah, whatever text we want to stream over there, you can stream. Okay. So let's give out. Alright, so we can increment the angle, we can decrement the angle, and we can change the text scrolling here to tell us what is happening as we are clicking. We can say you have reached the maximum, this is the minimum, or something like that. We can use that. This center button is not clickable, so we can add clicks on it if we want. We add for our functions today. So I'm gonna save this. Then we're gonna upload this to our Nextion editor. and we come back and put everything together. FTDI cable. So we're gonna use the FTDI cable to upload this code, and I'm gonna make a separate video on how to do this. Alright, but for now, let's just upload the code, and I will show you how it works. Alright, so the FTDI pinouts, we're using this type here. So we have at the bottom side we have the ground, and then we have the VCC, and then transmit and receive. So we're using just 4 pins. So ground, in, then we'll skip one, and then we'll connect VCC. And then we're gonna connect the transmit and receive. Now the transmit and receive will go opposite to, or in reverse order with the Nextion editor. So the transmit will go to the receive, and the receive will go to transmit. Alright. So in the Nextion editor, if you keep it the same way, you will have positive at the top, and then you have transmit, which is the blue wire. So the transmit, which is the blue wire, will go to the receive on the FTDI cable. So I have that plugged in. I'm gonna plug it to my computer right now. Alright, thanks for sticking around to the end. That'll be it from us today. Please, if you have not subscribed, do so right now, and don't forget to like and share this video. Until we come your way again with more contents, stay enthused.